Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're taking a look at Westman Atelier's newest lip offering. It's called Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm, and they look like this. I have 3 of them. There are 6, and they're $38, and let's get into it. Before I put these on my face, I want to tell you what the website is saying. Tinted Clean Lip Treatment that cushions lips with weightless, juicy nourishment to hydrate and protect. Naturally derived pigments, squeaky clean ingredients, and an innovative gel oil formula system imparts an unforgettable, pillowy, luxurious sheen. It's on-the-go liquid color and hydration you can feel good about. Wear alone or layer over lipstick to add depth and shine without stickiness. The ingredients include organic jojoba, almond and argan oil blend, which hydrates and softens, shea butter, which nourishes and softens or soothes, plant-based seed oil, but I don't know what, that's pretty vague, imparts a pillowy sensation. Retailing for $38, there's 6 colors, and let's talk about those colors. So Gucci Westman used French terms of endearments to name these. Now, I took French in high school. It's looking that never happened before. So there's a gas leak about 40 miles away from here. So I did take French in high school, and I had a boyfriend who was a Quebecois, but still. And I've been to Paris a couple of times, well, France a couple of times, and I have a little bit of French, petite. I can say, je ne sais quoi, je ne sais pas, maintenant, tout de suite, and je ne parle pas français, parlez-vous anglais, s'il vous plaît. Anyway, I'm not so sure I will know how to pronounce these, although I did look them up, because terms of endearments don't come up when you have little stickers on your office saying le boîte en lettres, le lumière, you know what I mean? So, what we have is chouchou, which means cabbage, and she's calling it a pale pink. There's Nou Nou, which apparently means nanny, and that is a soft coral. Garçon, which is boyish, and she's calling that just bitten. Ma Puce, which is sweetie, which is a raspberry lolly. Pipsqueak, which I know that word, you know, it's like you little pipsqueak. And yeah, that is a bright brick, and Nana, which means girl, and that is cool beige. So I got Nana, Nou Nou, and Pipsqueak. Yes, my friends, it is cloudy. It's going to be cloudy for a couple of days, and I forge ahead the best I can, but you can see the light changing, and I'm so sorry about that. But let's move on. So these come in the signature pale pink box from Westman Atelier, which I put somewhere else. And then they have their little sleeping bag, which is black with gold print, and then you have these. They have little windows in them so you can see what the color is, which is very handy. And this is the cool beige one, which is girl, Nana. And this is the Nou Nou, which is the soft coral. So I'm just going to put them on my lips. I'm just going to do the sheerest bit. They smell like lemon. Oh, I love that idea. Usually it's vanilla or cake or berry or cherry or watermelon, but lemon I love. So this just imparts the smallest bit of color on the lip, and to me it's just kind of like a gossamer haze over the lip of lightness, and I kind of like that look. Nude lipsticks are very difficult for me, but this is a way for me to get a lip that is not as colorful and as dark without feeling like I'm dead. I have been wearing these for several days, and I have found that they are actually, in fact, nourishing. I'm going to go a little more opaque, but these don't last. So on her website, the models have the colors on very opaquely, but it just won't last, and you have to be able to live with that. This is the kind of product you just continuously reapply when your lips start to feel dry again, or when you want a little color, depending on the color that you choose. And I think it's very, very fresh. For me, I'm really excited about this. Now let's talk about the name a little bit. It's a little confusing. It could be confusing for some people. They're saying it's a liquid lip balm, but most lip balms feel very heavy and very waxy in my view. I am a person who's very sensitive to the weight of products on my lips. Many times I'll see people review things and like, oh, it's so comfortable, and I get it, I'm like, I'm sorry, can we talk? Because a lot of things don't feel comfortable on me. This feels comfortable. When I think of a lip balm, I'm definitely thinking waxy, and I'm also thinking drying, because most lip balms don't have the right ingredients to actually do some healing. Most of them are nothing more than a layer, a protective layer, to protect you from further damage to your lips, be it through the sun, the wind, the cold, but I don't find them to actually help your lips. Where this, I have to tell you, since I've been wearing this, I definitely have noticed a nourishing effect, and I do think that it helps. Gel oil is interesting. When I think of oil, I think of the Clarins or the Hourglass, both of which don't feel like an oil at all. Neither of which I find to be particularly healing or soothing or helpful to the lips, and both of which just feel kind of like a lip gloss on the sticky side. This feels, it doesn't feel like an oil, but it feels like it does have that gel oil nature, like a hybrid between the two. Very, very, very comfortable, and I love the scent. So this is the Coral, and I'm going to swatch that for you. And then this is the Cool Beige, which is Nana. And on with this. With the first application, I feel that this one, the Nana, which is the Cool Beige, has a little bit, possibly a little bit more opacity to it. I see the same thing actually on my hand. I don't know if I need to have both, because they both do kind of the same thing, but I think I might keep both, which I know is crazy. What is the difference for you? I suppose that if you have an undertone that is quite prominent, then one or the other is going to work better for you. I feel that my undertone is actually pretty neutral. It is yellow, but it's not a lot of yellow. And I feel that I can wear cool colors and warm colors pretty well. It's just a matter of my comfort zone. If that makes sense to you. But if you are most definitely golden undertone, or most definitely pink, or most definitely olive, maybe you know what would work better for you between a cool and a warm. But the effect is very, very similar. And now let's go to Pipsqueak. So here's the Pipsqueak, and she's calling it a brick. And I don't know, to me, brick has a little bit more orange, a little more terracotta in it. Although brick is not terracotta, there is more red than in terracotta. Terracotta, for instance, is more, to me, more of an orange base, where brick is more of a red base. But I don't know. Let's put it on the lips. So here we have something with a little more color, and she does have several that are deeper color. The raspberry one, the Just Bitten has a little bit more color, and this one has a little bit more color. I find for me personally, and you do you, but when it comes to the balmy things or to a glossy thing, I don't love a lot of color. I can do it depending on the brand, depending on the formula, but when I've been doing a lot of these balms lately, and I find that I can do like a brownish color or a more neutral shade, but when it comes to a bright color, it just feels like, because my lips are not full and luscious and even and perfect and 20 years old, I feel very uncomfortable in those colors with this kind of formula. At this level, I think it's very pretty. It's very fresh. Let's build it up. I also noticed that the more you put on, the more shine. So you put just a little bit on, the shine isn't as prominent. There. This is my personal thing, you guys, but I am the only person in the world apparently who thinks that shiny lips do not make your lips look bigger if you don't have big lips. If you have big lips, it makes them look bigger. But with me, I feel like with a shiny lip, your attention is called to basically the most full part, the most protruding part, which is right here. And it tricks your eye into thinking that is kind of the end of your lip when your lip isn't strongly defined, if that makes sense. So for me, I don't like it at this level, but blotted, I don't mind it at all. I think it's pretty fresh. And here's something I want to show you, a little trick. I'm going to take this off completely, and I'm going to go in with one of the lighter ones. Now this can make your lips look larger because if you put the gloss on your vermilion, your lip line, the light no longer is on the middle of the lip but at the edges, and that can actually make your lips look a little bit larger. Just an idea. Now, one thing Gucci said that she likes to do is use the Lip Suede with these. So we're going to give it a go. I have shot this video before because that's my name lately. Just all the clouds. It's really hard to get light that I like. I have found that you could mix this color, which is a fuchsia, and we're going to do 2 swatches, with the Pipsqueak. And I hope that you can see how the Pipsqueak is up here, and it just has a little bit more depth, a little more tonal interest. So that's interesting. Can you take a cool tone if the fuchsia is a little too much for you? I mean, fuchsia does have glue in it, but there it is with the cool one over it. I don't think it changes the nature of the color very much. And by the way, when you do that, don't put these back in until you wipe them off. And now I'm going to go in with this color, which is quite neutral. And I think for some people, it can be a little grungy and it can make them look a little dead. I'm going to put it on myself. So I had a little bit of the cool beige on the vermilion, so that was actually an easy application. I do find these to be the teeniest bit drying and the teeniest bit, frankly, tricky to put on. I don't have the smallest hands in the world. I do find a lip brush you can definitely be more precise. So this color can be a little deadening if you apply it a little heavier. I'm going to go in and do a little bit heavier. And it could be a little gray, a little deadening. And now I'm going to go over with the Pipsqueak. For me, this is the most dramatic change with this palette and the 3 colors that I have, because 2 of them are so little color going on. But I think you still have the nature of the Lip Suede with a little bit of life in it that makes me feel look a little less dead. In fact, I really like them together. And finally, I want to do this color. I don't think I ever did this color because it just looked very winter to me and very dark, but I did it the other day when I shot this video. And it's actually really pretty, which just goes to show you, don't be afraid of what a color looks like in a pan. And again, because the light is a little bit different today, you're probably not reading this like in my computer monitor here. It looks a little bit more orangey, but it's not. It's just, I don't know how to describe this color. It's a red with an earthy nature to it, so it's not that bright orange red. And I really like it. I'm going to change the light a little bit and maybe it'll balance out. I hope that's a little bit better, so it's not so much light on one side and no light coming from the window. You know, doing my best over here. I think you're getting a good representation of what this particular color is. Now, because I do find these to be the teeniest drying, I wouldn't mind going over with either one of these lighter colors, or even the Pipsqueak, really, to impart a little bit of sheen. Let's try it at the lip line. I mean, this would be strictly an editorial situation, because if you put it at the lip line, it's not going to be there very long, and it could mess up your lipstick placement. But there. And I'll just turn a little bit to see maybe you can get the light kind of going off the edge of the lip. And there you have it, you guys. What do I think of this product? I really like it. 1, it's comfortable. 2, I love the scent. 3, the packaging is delightful. It always is. 4, the price is very decent. Some of her products are more on the expensive side, but this is on par with a Dior. For instance, you can get a Dior foundation for $50, where her foundation is a bit more. So I think it's in that luxury level, but not on the more expensive luxury level. Easy to put in your purse, easy for on the go, incredibly comfortable, very, very shiny. For me, that's not a plus. I don't like very, very shiny, but I can make it work. And because the lighter ones impart so little color, I can just put a little bit on. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy this product. And of course, it's a clean brand. It's cruelty-free, and it's an individual starting her own company, which, why not support that? And that's it, you guys. I hope this was helpful to you, and I would like to hear what your thoughts are. So leave them below. And I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.